It's Thursday. Welcome to Steel and Vance, and we're ever closer to get Lynda to steal a dog.
Do you remember last week, if you were watching the show, we had a special guest on. He's a science teacher from Red Deer named Jason Zakowski, and he is the human behind the science dogs, Bunsen and Beaker. And they have stuffies, and they're so cute. They even come with certificates of authenticity. And part of the proceeds go toward helping kids go to science camp, which is a super cool idea.
Find out more at the website right down there, bunsenburnerbmd.com. It's very cool. They're very cute.
Thank you so much. We love them. They're very, very fun.
I like the glasses.
Yeah.
What else do I like? Is a surprise at a Canucks game. Oh, man.
Right? I was really shocked when the person who came out to drop the puck was none other than
Prince Harry.
Wow.
Right?
Right? So that was cool because he was in town with his wife, Meghan Markle, and they are prepping for the Invictus Games, which will be in 2025 in Vancouver and Whistler. My
friend Elaine Very, I remember when I showed you my name mention on the Jumbotron, she had to find them in the crowd and put them up on it, so she was in the know. It was really fun to watch her Instagram behind the scenes. When the local TV folk get a chance to be a part of something cool like that, it's neat.
They did a great job of keeping that a secret. That was super fun.
Well done.
Okay, we also have a prize again this week.
We do. White Spot, $150 for your viewing party photos. Lots of people sent in their viewing. So if you're going, what is a viewing party photo? I don't understand. Take a picture of you watching right now.
But we want to see you, not your feet.
Right. People took...
Or a dog if it's really cute, or a cat or something.
People took your note last week.
So Fern in Surrey was the winner from last week, and she sent this email. She says, thank you. It was a shock to the kids when they saw my feet and the dog on TV. We really do love Steel and Vance, so congratulations, Fern.
I like that Fern's kids are watching the show, too.
Yeah.
Hi, Fern's kids.
Yeah. We also had a really cool shout-out from another viewer named Cameron in Vancouver, and he said this.
He said, I love your show and watch every week. I wanted to take a moment to express my sincere appreciation to both of you for consistently being fabulous allies. Your unwavering support means the world to our community. Cameron said, I am an out proud gay man, and I appreciate you too.
And we appreciate you for watching. So again, we're going to give away another prize. So make sure you send us your photo. We'd love to see your face. Viewing party at checkmedia.ca. A lot of people did show their faces.
Okay, give me.
Oh, I was just getting all snuggly.
I know. Bunsen and Beaker are going to go wait over here because we got to get to what's coming up on the show. And we've got some pretty heady subjects to cover today, don't we?
Yeah, we're going to be talking about the debate over safe supply. And you're thinking, oh, we've been debating this for years, but
got to see this
Dr. Bonnie Henry, the provincial health officer, is going to be coming out with some new recommendations within the next 3 weeks or so. And so we're going to have a guy who has done a deep dive into the opioid crisis and the issue of safe supply. His name is Ben Perrin, and he is the author of a national bestseller called Overdose. And he has some really, really interesting thoughts that make me kind of go,
well, when you brought him to the table, because you had interviewed him on radio, you brought his idea as being a guest to the table, and I'm like, love it. But the thing that really got me was when you said he personally has changed his mind about what is necessary to address what is a deadly crisis across this country and around the world.
He used to be the justice advisor for the former Prime Minister Stephen Harper, and back then they were fighting harm reduction sites like Insight, and he has completely done a 180.
180. So it's fascinating. Make sure if you have something else going on or you want to share it with somebody, hit record right now on your PVR. You won't be sorry. Holiday cybersecurity. It's Black Friday tomorrow. Are you going to get busy online and save a bunch? Well, be forewarned here because the cyber scammers are out.
Oh, are they ever out? And we have social media educator Jesse Miller joining us with some tips on what to watch out for. He's our go-to guy. Also for our male audience and also, well, everyone, frankly, we're going to talk about prostate health because it is Movember.
Yeah, it is. And everybody's like, oh, I don't want to talk about it. Women talk about health. Men, you need to talk about health. And in fact, Dr. Martin Gleave, who's the foremost urologist in the country, he is unbelievable. He's at the cutting edge of things. He is going to explain why you do not want to wait for symptoms and you don't need to get the digit test because there's new technology. It's a simple blood test. We'll talk it through. The digit test. All the guys are like,
okay.
Stay with us.
Coming up next.
Time for? Yeah, they are hot headlines. Where to begin, Lynda?
Well, in a matter of hours, we're going to see hostages finally being released on both sides of the Israel-Hamas war.
Yeah.
They're going to meet them out sort of slowly, and families are just desperate because, you know, I think they're only doing like 10 in the first day
They
or
are.
so.
They said 10 or 13,
Yeah.
supposedly starting Friday morning. The pieces are tentatively in place. So much could go wrong. Can you imagine being one of the family members waiting to find out if your beloved...
I hope it doesn't go off the rails. And I hope that they extend it and then we get every single hostage out and safe and back with their families.
Women and children up first, for sure. Chrystia Freeland came with a very gloomy update on our fiscal situation and sort of what the economic
I don't know how
statement.
they could have been all rosy about it when they've been spending hundreds of billions of dollars. So she knew there was no wiggle room.
Right.
So they tried to, you know, flick out a couple of things that made it sound like, woohoo, there's fun stuff coming. But the reality is, I just saw something the other day. We are in so much debt. I think it's 1.4 trillion is the overall debt, and our servicing the debt payment each month is $4.3 billion to service the debt a month.
How
crazy.
How else could we have navigated COVID though?
Well,
I mean, that's the part that for me.
But they could have after COVID. They could have turned the tap down a bit.
They're trying to keep stimulation up without overstimulating and having to raise interest rates. Like we're just all in it. We're all in it and holding on as tightly as we can. Speaking of, let's talk about some other taxes. There are a number of taxes making news here, and the Airbnb tax is certainly one of them.
So the BC government has gone all in. Next year is going to start making it really difficult for hosts. And now the federal government's saying, yeah, we're going to do something too. We're going to stop letting Airbnb short-term rental hosts claim their short-term rental expenses against their income. That's going away. So it's going to become way less appealing. To be a short-term rental host next year.
And the BC government has also announced expansion of the speculation tax into 13 more communities. Why not everywhere? Why are we cherry picking? Why are we cherry picking? It's going into Lake Country, and it's going into Kamloops, and it's going into such and such. It's going into Courtenay and Comox. Why not the Gulf Islands? Why not Whistler? Why not Squamish? Don't we need housing everywhere?
Tofino.
Do it everywhere or do it nowhere. This cherry picking in non-NDP ridings is a little bit of a...
Well, I don't know if that's necessarily
like
true,
it.
But however, they need money and we need housing, and this is what they're deciding to do. There's always unintended consequences when you have a giant piece of legislation coming down the pipe. So there might be some tweaks. I know they're under pressure to tweak some of the new legislation they put out recently around, they've dropped so much, it's hard to keep track of it.
So many people scrape together what they could do to get a cabin somewhere or a little proper whatever, and now it's going to cost even more.
Yeah, well, then to your point, though, too bad. If everyone else has to pay the speculation tax.
Oh, no, I say pay the tax. I just feel for the people that scraped it together to do it, like not running an Airbnb out of it. That's the unintended. That's what I mean. I mean, taxes are taxes, and there's only one taxpayer, and it's you and me. So here we go.
The next time you take a flight, maybe, and you're going to stay short-term rental somewhere, well, guess what? Maybe it's not a surprise to you if you've flown lately. WestJet and Air Canada both came in right at the very bottom, the very, very bottom when it comes to being on time. My last flight to Palm Springs, late going, late coming back.
And ridiculously expensive to take your first bag. We'll get into that closer to travel season. I can't believe that we're a week away from it being December. Just got to touch on, I know it's going to be triggering. Going to talk about SPS for a hot minute here. So calm yourself down and just roll with this, because there's just one more note. It's the never-ending saga of the Surrey Police Services versus Surrey
I'm
RCMP.
only going to say one thing.
Okay.
I was talking to my husband, who is the chief of the Surrey Police Service, and I said, if Brenda Locke hadn't been elected and then made it her mission to scuttle the SPS and obstruct, where would you guys be right now in the transition? He said they would be done. Guess what? If there hadn't been political interference, the SPS transition would be done, or almost completely done right now.
This kind of reminds me of the South Fraser Bridge tunnel debacle, right?
So Christy Clark says we're going to do a bridge, and then the NDP get elected and said, no, we're going to kill that because it wasn't our idea. And guess what? Now we still don't even have a tunnel, not till 2030. So politics has a way of interfering and making life really expensive for taxpayers.
We're going to keep talking about all of the things at Canada's kitchen table, British Columbia's kitchen table.
But also, What?
Yeah, no, right here. This is the table.
Yes.
We're going to talk about the things. It triggers people, Lynda.
Still ahead, the debate over safe supply. How do you save people from dying without creating a new generation of addicts? The author of the national bestseller Overdose joins us next.
This is a must-see interview, so stay tuned for that. And we got our viewing party photos. Yes, you guys inundated us with photos of yourselves, like Angie.
Woo-hoo.
Thank you, Angie, in Lindell Beach.
Annette, Marcel, and Heidi in Parksville.
And we have Cindy, Marty, and the dogs Suki and Herman. Hi, guys.
And Dennis and Lou in North Cowichan. Hello.
Get involved. Take a picture of you watching us right now. Get your face in the shot, please. Viewing party at checkmedia.ca. $150 gift card at White Spot is up for grabs.